استزاروا مس بعلو خهبيو الذي خنصارا طريبلنا دم بأرأي سلاسي تفطره فسي سيترفن بفعل زي فصملو حاله طفعته زي فصملو كنبر اللايلو زعار الله هاجر تمليسا بلعيت وتكونتلا فسي سيترفن تدن بيابير مليسو نعنا زصنع نعمه قدفنا ايو ايزونا خنصنعنا عيزلنا اتمن غور زلنا صراح خنسرح لنا نابزنا يمدراويان حيلي خنسرح لنا بيابير دما لبم راهريو نتسمعنا يغورم بيابير اوانا مسانا يزلو قوم تحاد زبلو ويكون بيابير مسانا ايو نزقرو قرب ايو حكون زحلو بقرب ايو بيابير مسانا ايو ايزونا اوزي خنصنكر يزلنا بيابير مسانا ايو بيابير حق يكونن اما بيابير نقولنا عاوز ساعات زي بتعمي لبنا تغدانا له هلينانا تغدلو وا انا كنت ايزو لو زح ساعات انتاون لعل خوينهم سلترخو سيطانس وايتاوين لعل نيهو تاوين لعل خفاتو دلو يوم زول ساعات كم زخونه يتزردني سب كما خبر ايس الله يستفطره كما خا انقاز الزارب كما خا هايمانوس زامن كما خا برأي سلاسي تفطرو دو بهيوتنا حقو تتويخا እግዚአብሔር ፈቂዱ በዛሃበና እንስሳታት ከንሓርደን ተለና እኳ በህይወትና ሐወይነ እትወን እንስሳታት ከንሓርደን ተለና እኮ ልብና እንተ ይخالنا ልብና እንዳራረህና እንዳበኸን አይና ንሓርደን ተተፈቀደልናው እዚያቶም ግን ሰብከም አቶም ይም ሓሪዶም ሰብከም አቶም ይም በህይወትና ሐወት ይሞ እግዚአብሔር ግን ምሳና እዩ ኣብ ክልተ ሰለስተ መዓልቲ ክነጥፈኩም ኢሎም ዝተስኡ ሰባት እግዚአብሔር ግን ይዋገልና ኣሎ እግዚአብሔር ታጎንና ይተፈልየን እሞ በዚህና ክንብርትዕ ዘለና ንሕና ክንታይ ክንገብር ኣለና እግዚአብሔር ጎንና ታብኮነ እግዚአብሔር ምሳና እንድሕር ኮነ ንሕና ድማ እተዘለና ሃይማኖትና ናይ ሃይማኖት ምንጪ ናይ ታሪኽ ምንጪ ናይ እምነት ምንጪ ዝኾንና ህዝብና ሃይማኖትና አጠንኪርና በተዘለና መገዲ አጥቢቅና ታሪኽና ሃይማኖትና ነጽዕና ክንሕዘለና ወንዳተ ታለልና ነርናይና ካወቦታትኩም ጀሚሩ ሕድ ሰው ኩሉ እንዳተ ታለልና አይና ነርና ሀገርና ኢትዮጵያ ያ ብዝባሊና ንታለን ነርና ኣብዚ ሕዚ ሰዓት ክንፈልጥና ዘለና ታሪኽና ክንፈልጠለና ሃይማኖትና ናይ መን ሃይማኖት ይዚአቶም ኮፒ ወሲዶም ዝጻወትና ዘለው ብስም ሃይማኖትና ክንፈልጠለና አውዚ ኢና ክንትንከር ዘለና እግዚአብሔር ዚ ንክንሰርሕ ድማ ንሕና እንታይ ክንከውነለና ኣብ ሓደ ቃል ሰሚርና በሓደ ልብ ሓሳብ ኮይና ንሃገርና ንህዝብና ድምጽ ክንከውነለና እሞ እዚ ንክንገብር ድማ እግዚአብሔር ይርደና እግዚአብሔር ወምሳና እዩ ሁሉ ጊዜ ይፍለየና ግፍዒ ወበጽሕና እዩ ብዙሕ ነገር ይተማላሊስና ግን ከወግሕ እዩ ንዝሞቱ ወገናትና አቦታትና አያታትና እኖታትና ሕዋትና ሓትና ሕዝቡን መስዋዕት እንዳኸፈሉ ንዝርከቡ ዘለው ድማ ቅዱሳን ሰማዕታትና እዮም እዚ ክንፈልጥ ዘለና ቤተ ክርስቲያን ወንሰርሐል እያ ዘላ ንሕና ድማ ብዝግበአና ታሪኽና ክንፈልጥን ክንሰርሐልን ይዝግበአና እግዚአብሔር ይሓልወና እግዚአብሔር ይኣኽለኩም ይበለና እቲ ዝሓለፈ መከራ ኣኺሉን በዝሕ ዝግን ይኣኽለኩም ኢሉ ሃገርና ሰላም ይግበረልና ሰላም ይወርደልና ክፉን ዝሰርሑ ግና ኢዶም በእግዚአብሔር ክፍደይ እዮም ንሕና ወነይ ንብልን እግዚአብሔር ግን ከምቲ ቅዱስ ቃሉ ዝበሎ ደም ናይ ተጋሩ ናይ ብዙሓት አብየላት ተጋሩ ደም ናብ እግዚአብሔር ይጨወህሎ እዩ ናብ እግዚአብሔር ጠሪዑ እዩ نريون لنا تملسو نري لنا جانا ونكري النأيو እግዚአብሔር ከውግህልና አይን ሀገርና ግን ሰላም ኮናዩ ክንጥንክር ለና ክንጉብዝ ለና ክንሐዝን የብናን ክንበርትዕ ክንጥንክር ይዘለና እግዚአብሔር ድማ ጎንና ይኹን እግዚአብሔር እንታይ ዝበለ ማቴዎስ 10 ነግረና እንተለ እንታይ ዝበለ ነቶም ስጋኹም ዝቆትሉ አይትፍርሕዎም ነውስኹም ክቆትሉዋ ክረኽዋ ይኽእልን እንታይ ዳአነትን ስጋን ነፍስን ክቀትል ኩንን ዝኽእል እግዚአብሔር ግን ፍርሕዎ ይዝብለናሞ አይዞና እግዚአብሔር ምሳና እዩ እግዚአብሔር ይዋገልና ለይሞ እግዚአብሔር ጸሎትናን ልመናናን በብተፋላለየ ቦታ ንጽልየን እንጠርዖ ዘለናን እግዚአብሔር ሰሚዑ መልስ ይሃበና እግዚአብሔር ሰላም ይምጸልና እግዚአብሔር ምሳና ይኹን ደኺውኩም ተፋላለየ ቦታ ንህዝኹም አፍ ንኽትኾኑ ተዓጺነ ዘሎ ህዝብኩም አፍ ንኽትኾኑ ናብ ናይ ምድራውያን ኃይል ንኽትጠርዑ ተሰዋሲብኩም ዝመጻኹም እግዚአብሔር ጸጉን ረድኤቱን አውዝሒ ይዓድልኩም ግርማን ሞገስን ይኹንኩም ናብ ግንባር ኮይኖም ስለ ህዝቦም በጃ ህይወቶም ዝኸፍሉ ዘለውን ሰማዕታትና እግዚአብሔር ኃይልን መውኢን ክብርን ይሃበልና እግዚአብሔር ኣብ ቀረባ ጊዜ የውግሐልና ረሃዋ የምጸልና نصليو نحسو كله እግዚአብሔር ተቀቢሉ ምሕረት ይላኸልና እንጾም ጾምውን ዓብይ ጾም ፈጣሪና ጾይሙ ጸልዩ ንዓና ንሱ ኃጢአት ነይርጎ ክጽል ስለዝግቦ እንተ ይኮነ ንዓና መገድ ንኸሪአና ንዓና መገድ ሕጉን ተተኽለልና እንተለ ይጽይሙ ዝሃበናሞ ኣብዚ ሰዓት እዚ ናብ እግዚአብሔር ውን ክንጽልለና ዓብይ ጾም ስለዝኾነ እግዚአብሔር ንጾሞን ንጽልየን ንሰግደን ተቀቢሉውን ምሕረቱን ንኽልእኸልና ቅዱስ ፍቃድ ይኹነልና ብረድኤት ይሓልወና እግዚአብሔር አውዚ ታብርሑቁን ዝመጻኻትኩም በሰላም ተዛሓሰብናዮ ፕሮግራም ተሳኺዕልና ነናቦታኻትኩምን በሰላም ንኽትምለሱና ቅዱስ ፍቃድ ይኹነልና ድኻማትኩም ይቀበል አምላኽና በሰላም ከም ዝሕደረና በሰላም ይዑለና አቡነ ዘበሰማያት እንበል وغزي ኢየሱስ ክርስቶስ ስራይ ኃጢአቴ ወኃጢአተ ኩሉ ህዝብከ ካብ ህፃንነት ክሳብ ሰዓት እዚ እንዳፈለጥና ብድፍረት ተይፈለጥና ብስሕተት ሰራሕናይ ኃጢአት እግዚአብሔር ይቅር ይበለና እግዚአብሔር ሰማይ ሰራጢያ እግዚአብሔር ይባርከና ዝተባረከ መዓልቲ ይግበረና
غنيلنا ያው ከም ዝበሉ አምላኽ ምሳና እዩ መጨረሻ ንሕና ኢና ክንዕወት ማለት እዩ So I want to tell you guys, we have like 4 different themes on a poster. So just check your poster. One is for hunger. This one right here, that's for hunger. And this one right here is for the rape. This one right here is HR 6600. So whoever is carrying that, don't just carry it because there is no point. You have to make people scan it and sign the HR 6600. That's why we have 15 of these. And they are one of the most important ones. Make sure you get everybody to sign it. And then the volunteers that signed up yesterday, just come to the front and pick up the flyers and pass them out. And then also, if you have your iPad or phone, have people sign. So whoever signed up for the volunteers, just go to the front and start working, you know. So we have to make sure HR 6600 is signed because that's how we make sure that this genocide is passed. And that's how we make sure these people is held accountable. The same people that burned our people, that's how they get held accountable if this passes. So whoever got this barcode, make sure you have everybody scanning it and signing it. And the best thing you can say is, can you please sign this and save my family? Because there's a genocide going on. And if you sign this, they will intervene on stopping this genocide. Simple. You know, you can say it like that. And then there's one right here, the last one, that is drone attacks. So those are the 4 things we have. Drone attacks, hunger, the barcode for HR 6600, and rape. Yeah, so, and everybody here, you should tweet. Like, you could just take a picture of what's going on and hashtag 500 days of Tigray genocide. You going, that's the one I'm using. So hashtag 500 days of Tigray genocide, and tweet something. Even right now, if you can start, you could just take a picture of any of those. You don't have to say anything. Hashtag 500 days of Tigray genocide. So I don't see a lot of people going their phones. Like, that's what we should do because we have people here. So let's all tweet. Like, just simple picture, or you can write anything, or you can say it's been 500 days of hell. Anything you want to write, but make sure everybody gets their phone out. Hashtag 500 days of Tigray genocide. Hashtag 500 days of Tigray genocide. Make sure everybody does that. And then we're going to start with our program too. Again, I want to say thank you to everybody that came here from LA or from anywhere else. And we're going to make our voices heard. It's been 60 months of us protesting everywhere. And as we see, there is no actions being taken. They say uh, half of the population is gonna die within a month or two if no action is taken. They themselves say it, but they themselves don't do anything about it. So we are all we got, and we have to stick together. And then thank you for allies that came here to support us too. That's not Tigrayans. We appreciate it. Keep sticking with us. Keep being with us until we win. Because at the end of the day, it's people's life at stake, and we need everybody to stand beside us. So I just want to start everything by saying thank you for everybody that came. Yeah, and then those who got the sign, just make sure like when we walk to the front, be in the front lines. They say we cannot take the signs all the way inside, so we're just gonna be around the middle. But just make sure you have the signs. Remember. Yeah, so this is how the route is gonna be. So we're gonna go in there. When we're done, we're gonna walk to UCLA, and then when we get to UCLA, come back around and come through the restaurants and the busy area, and then come right back here, and then we'll be done over here. Yeah, and then the best thing to do, everybody, let's not discuss amongst each other. This is the time we all listen to each other and send the same message. So when people are chanting, please, everybody say it behind them because the louder it gets, the more people is gonna hear us. We have to make sure because we're not Ukrainian people, so nobody cares. So we have to act. We have to work a lot harder. 16 months of us going every day, absolutely nothing. Get on your Uber right now. It says help Ukraine. You know what I mean? So we just have to stick together. And you've seen what happened in Ukraine too. No black people were able to leave Ukraine. So what I'm saying is, I mean, lives in Ukraine matter, but what I'm trying to say is they're going far less of a problem than we are. We're going through a lot more than Ukraine. There is rape, there is murder, there is drone attacks. In Ukraine, there is just a war, but at the same time, there is no ethnic cleansing. Russia did not go over there and say, we're going to wipe out the whole Ukrainian people. So that's what they said to us, though. The Ethiopian government clearly said they're going to wipe us out. So, we just got to keep advocating, just find the rest until we find an answer because we are all they got. We are all they got.
Thank you, everybody, for coming, especially those who came out from out of state. This is a really big protest for us because it marks 500 days since the start of this war. It's been a very long 500 days for all of us. Not only are we mourning and grieving for our families back home, but we've also been dealing with the struggles we have here in America, whether it's school, work, COVID. It's been a very long year. So I just want to remind everybody to take care of yourselves, check in on each other, please. Take your mental health very seriously. We can't afford to lose any one of us, and we have to stay strong throughout all of this. I love every single one of you guys with my whole heart. You guys are my community. We're all each other have at this point. So please take care of yourselves. And if you guys need anything, check in on each other. We're here for all of you guys. So we're about to start our protest. Biggest reminder is to stay loud and stay proud. Our people are strong people. We're here being a voice for people who are going through one of the hardest things a person can experience. 500 days of straight genocide, murder, brutal rapes, and massacres. There's no excuse for us not to be loud. I don't want to hear inside talking. I want to hear everybody's voice just as loud as us at the front. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to reach kind of getting closer and closer to the federal building. We're also going to drop off some props that we made. They're boxes that have food and medicine and aid and sanitary supplies as a figure of the items that we're trying to send back home, but we can't. And we're going to leave them at the doorsteps of the federal building for a reminder of what we were saying to them after we leave. So, Alenado, 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 I sam'ana. Alenado, Alenado. Who are we? 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 What do we want? What do we want? What do we want? What do we want? When do we want it? 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 Now y'all can do better. Who are we? Who are we? Who are we? And what do we want? What do we want? What do we want? What do we want? When do we want it? When do we want it? When do we want it? Stop the Tigray genocide! Stop the Tigray genocide! Stop the Tigray genocide! Stop the Tigray genocide! There is a genocide happening in Tigray, Ethiopia. There is a genocide happening in Tigray, Ethiopia. Ethiopia is committing war crimes. Ethiopia is committing war crimes. Eritrea is committing war crimes. Eritrea is committing war crimes. Ethiopian troops out of Tigray. Ethiopian troops out of Tigray. Eritrean troops out of Tigray. Eritrean troops out of Tigray. Stop rape, send aid. Stop rape, send aid. Stop rape, send aid. Stop rape, send aid. Drop food, not bombs. Drop food, not bombs. Drop food, not bombs.
Allow humanitarian access to Tigray. Allow humanitarian access to Tigray. Allow humanitarian access to Tigray. Stop the Tigray genocide. Stop the Tigray genocide. Stop the Tigray genocide. Ethiopia is guilty of war crimes. Eritrea is guilty of war crimes.
Eritrea is guilty of war crimes.
Ethiopia 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 is guilty of war crimes.
Stop burning our people in Tigray.
Stop burning our people in Tigray.
Stop burning Tigrayan people.
Stop burning Tigrayan people.
Stop burning our people alive.
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 Ethiopia is guilty of Tigray genocide.
Ethiopia is guilty of Tigray genocide.
Eritrea is guilty of Tigray genocide.
Eritrea is guilty of Tigray genocide.
Ethiopia is guilty of Tigray genocide.
Ethiopia is guilty of Tigray genocide.
Eritrea is guilty of Tigray genocide.
Eritrea is guilty of Tigray genocide.
Allow humanitarian access to Tigray.
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 Stop Tigray genocide.
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 USA.
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 Act now.
Act now.
Act now.
Act now.
USA.
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 Act now.
Act now.
USA.
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 Act now.
Act now.
We are not Ukrainians, but we are people. We want the United States to act the same way they acted in Ukraine. Within a couple of weeks, The whole world is talking about Ukraine. A year and a half later, 500 days, it marks 500 days today of genocide, of rape, of ethnic cleansing. Dude, like African people don't matter what. It's crazy. You see the news, what they said. They said these are civilized white people. They're not some Arabs or they're not some Africans. That's what they really said. The news people are saying that. So it seems like nobody cares. But what I'm trying to say is we gotta keep coming here. We want them to know the lawmakers makers are right here. We got some food right here with us because we're not able to send the food. We can afford the food to help our family. We just don't have the access to send it to them because there's a complete blockade. There is no medicine. Doctors are reusing gloves. Children are dying of preventable diseases, preventable simple disease because there is no medicines in the hospitals. It's hell in Tigray. That's how everybody described it. The United Nations says it's hell in Tigray. And who helps the United Nations, right? But they're not doing anything. It's like seeing a homeless here and saying, oh, I'm so sad. Like, help the homeless guy. You know what I mean? That's what the UN is doing. Concerns after concerns, but it's them that got to do the job to stop this. You know? It's not that the United States or the world doesn't have the power. We've seen them airdrop food and medicine in Afghanistan. In Syria, we've seen them deliver medicines and food in the worst times of wars. The worst times of wars. And Tigray, what is it? Like, what is it that's stopping them? You know what I mean? We have to ask ourselves that. What is it? Because it's not that they can't. You know, they just don't want to act. They can do it. So we have to keep going and demanding until our people get justice. Stop the Tigray genocide!
Stop the Tigray genocide!
Stop the Tigray genocide!
Stop the Tigray genocide!
Allow humanitarian access to Tigray!
Allow humanitarian access to Tigray!
President Biden!
President Biden!
President Biden!
President Biden!
Act now!
Act now!
Act now!
Act now!
Act now in Tigray!
Act now in Tigray!
Act now in Tigray!
Act now in Tigray!
President Biden!
President Biden!
President Biden!
President Biden!
Act now!
Act now!
Act now!
Act now!
USA!
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 Act now!
Act now!
Act now!
Act now!
Allow humanitarian access to Tigray!
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 Ethiopia is guilty of war crimes!
Ethiopia is guilty of war crimes!
Eritrea is guilty of war crimes!
Eritrea is guilty of war crimes!
Abiy Ahmed of Ethiopia to the ICC!
Abiy Ahmed of Ethiopia to the ICC!
Isaias of Eritrea to the ICC!
Isaias of Eritrea to the ICC!
Abiy Ahmed of Ethiopia to the ICC!
Abiy Ahmed of Ethiopia to the ICC!
Isaias Afwerki to the ICC!
Isaias Afwerki to the ICC!
Stop the Tigray genocide!
Stop the Tigray genocide!
Stop the Tigray genocide!
Stop the Tigray genocide!
Allow humanitarian access to Tigray!
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 Treat Tigray like Ukraine!
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 Tigrayan lives matter!
Tigrayan lives matter!
Tigrayan lives matter!
Tigrayan lives matter!
African lives matter!
African lives matter!
African lives matter!
African lives matter!
There is an ongoing genocide that's happening in Ethiopia right now, in Tigray, Ethiopia. The Ethiopian government is bombing our people. The Ethiopian and Eritrean soldiers are raping our women. The soldiers are raping our women and burning our people alive. There is a video that's surfacing of our people burning alive. They burnt them alive. This has never been seen in anywhere. If this was to happen anywhere in America, there will be a third world war starting. Third world war, you know? But it doesn't matter when it happens in Tigray. You know, if it was your children burning in that fire, how would you feel? You know, how would you feel? You don't have to wait until your own get touched. You know what I mean? So the world has to act now. And this is a message to all the black people around the world. They need to stick together because there is your brothers being burnt in Tigray. And then there's people in different countries trying to sign up to go help Ukraine and Africa. I'm not going to mention those names, but I saw news of African countries trying to go to Ukraine to help with the war. And you know why Ukraine asked for a visa? They wouldn't even let them in to fight for them. You know what I mean? This is an embarrassment to us. As Africans, we have to make sure we stick with each other. You know, there's people in Tigray being burnt alive, and you're talking about Ukraine? Like, that's a shame, man. Like, that's a shame. We have to stick together. We have to stick together. So everybody speak about Tigray. We don't want nobody dying in Ukraine neither. That is not our job. We're speaking about Tigray. They didn't speak for us. A year and a half, they did not speak for us. Nobody did. So speak about Tigray. Because that one Ukraine word you say is taken away from Tigray. So don't take away from Tigray. Talk about Tigray, Tigray and Tigray. You know, like, if you go on Google and you Google Tigray genocide, Ukrainian stuff comes up. Not Tigrayan stuff, Ukrainian. Unless you already was on a search engine and your search engine know you Tigrayan, some Tigrayan stuff will come. But if you've never Googled Tigray genocide and you put Tigray genocide for the first time, one Tigray stuff and 100 Ukraine stuff gonna come. Like, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. We gotta start talking about Tigray. We have to make sure. You know, Sean King also posted our post last time, and then we're still explaining to him. We sent him the videos. We want people like him, civil rights activists, to stand next to Tigray, where humanity started, where everything in Africa started. We have to stand with Tigray. Sean King, everybody, all these civil rights activist movements here have to stand with us, because there's black people dying in Tigray. Black people. There's black people dying in Tigray. And if we don't stop it now, we're going to regret it later. Trust me. That's always how it works. 10 years, 20 years down the line, oh, we wish we could have done this, done that. No. Act right now. So USA.
USA!
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 Act now!
Act now!
Act now!
Act now!
USA!
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 Say no to genocide!
Say no to genocide!
USA!
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 President Biden!
President Biden!
President Biden!
President Biden!
Say no to genocide!
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 President Biden!
President Biden!
President Biden!
President Biden!
Say no to genocide!
Say no to genocide!
500 days of Tigray 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 genocide!
Words are not enough!
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 Concern is not enough!
Concern is not enough!
Concern is not enough!
Concern is not enough!
Tigray needs action!
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 Allow access to Tigray!
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 Humanitarian aid for 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 Tigray!
And the man-made famine in 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 Tigray!
Drop food, not bombs!
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 Drop food, not bombs! Tigray.
Ethiopian troops out of 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 Tigray.
All invaders 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 out of Tigray.
Ethiopia is guilty of Tigray genocide.
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 Abiy Ahmed to the ICC.
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 Okay, so we're gonna need some volunteers to help us with this table and this speaker because we're gonna start walking inside. And we're gonna talk to the lawmakers inside. So can we get like a few people? So we gotta unplug this. Wish take us in the So በእንግሊዘኛ ፍርቂና ንአቴ ዝብል እንዳደፋና ክሳብ ቅድሚት ከናአቴና ማለት ነው።
Everyone, can you hear me? Allenado. Hey, I want you to repeat this after me. Say, we demand justice, all right? We demand justice.
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 Justice for Tigray.
Justice for Tigray.
Justice for Tigray.
Justice for Tigray.
500 days of genocide.
500 days of genocide.
Say, we demand justice. 500 days of genocide.
We demand justice.
500 days of genocide.
We demand justice.
500 days of genocide.
We demand justice.
Save Tigray.
Save Tigray.
We demand justice. We demand justice.
We demand justice.
We demand justice.
We demand justice.
Justice for Tigray.
Justice for Tigray.
We demand justice, guys. We demand justice.
We demand justice.
We demand justice.
We demand justice.
Ethiopian government is starving Tigray.
We demand justice.
Ethiopian government is starving Tigray.
We demand justice.
Stop the genocide.
We demand justice.
500 days of genocide.
500 days of Tigray 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 genocide.
Tigray can't wait.
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 Justice for Tigray.
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 Tigray needs action.
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 Silence is violence.
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 Tigray needs action.
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 Ethiopia is committing genocide.
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 Eritrea is committing genocide.
Eritrea is committing genocide.
Eritrea is committing genocide.
Eritrea is committing genocide.
Stop bombing Tigray.
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 Stop starving 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 Tigray.
500 days of Tigray genocide.
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 500 days of Tigray
500 days of Tigray
genocide.
genocide.
Somebody bring us.
500 days of Tigray genocide.
500 days of Tigray genocide.
Tigray can't wait.
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 Tigray needs action.
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 Ethiopia is committing genocide.
Ethiopia is committing genocide.
Eritrea is committing genocide.
Eritrea is committing genocide.
Call it a genocide.
Call it a genocide.
Call it a genocide.
Call it a genocide.
Tigray can't wait.
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 Ethiopia is guilty of war crimes.
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 Eritrea is guilty of war crimes.
Eritrea is guilty of war crimes.
Stop bombing our people.
Stop bombing our people.
Stop bombing our people.
Stop bombing our people.
Stop starving 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 our people.
Drop food for Tigray.
Grab food for Tigray.
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 Tigray can't wait.
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 Justice for Tigray.
Justice for Tigray.
Justice for Tigray.
Justice for Tigray.
Ethiopia
Louder, louder, louder.
Tigray. If I can't hear you, they can't hear you. Ethiopian troops out of Tigray.
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 Eritrean 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 troops out of Tigray.
Abiy Ahmed to the ICC.
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 Isaias to the ICC.
Isaias to the ICC.
Isaias to the ICC.
Isaias to the ICC. Yes, the ICC.
Ethiopia is guilty of war crimes.
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 Allow humanitarian access to Tigray.
Allow humanitarian access to Tigray.
We are here today to let the federal building know that there is a genocide, but then yet they know. So we want them to act right now. The same way they're acting for Ukraine, we want them to act right now. There is a genocide in Tigray. There is a genocide in Tigray, and we want them to act right now. There is a UN study that said half our population is going to perish. This is way more than what's happening in Ukraine. There is ethnic cleansing. There is a genocide. There is drone attacks. There is rape. There is children as young as 4, 6 being raped. There is women as old as 67 being raped. So we want the United States to act. It's been 16 months and the United States haven't done anything other than concerns. The UN hasn't done anything other than concerns. But we see them arming Ukraine. We see them taking action in Ukraine. We see the whole world talking about in Ukraine. We are telling you, our people is dying. There is a genocide. Genocide. The worst humanitarian crisis. The worst humanitarian crisis is happening. We want them to act right now. We want the United States to act right now. This is a shame for the United States. This is a shame for the world to act within a week in Ukraine because they're Europeans. But they don't give a damn about Africa. They don't give a damn about Tigray. We want them to act right now. There's human lives. There's children, women. Way worse than Ukraine. Way worse than Ukraine. United States, really, I want to say shame on you because it's been 16 months. 16 months. It's been 16 months. Totally, absolutely no action. You know what I mean? We want the USA to act now. Say act now.
Act now.
Act now.
Act now.
USA.
USA.
There's a genocide in Tigray. USA.
USA.
Act now.
Act now.
USA.
USA.
Shame on you.
Shame on you.
USA.
USA.
Shame on you.
Shame on you.
USA.
USA.
Shame on you.
Shame on you.
USA.
USA.
Act now.
Act now.
Act now.
Act now.
Allow humanitarian access to Tigray.
Allow humanitarian access to Tigray.
Stop the genocide in Tigray.
Stop the genocide in Tigray.
Allow humanitarian access to Tigray.
Allow humanitarian access to Tigray.
Stop the genocide in Tigray.
Stop the genocide in Tigray.
USA.
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 President Biden.
President Biden.
President Biden.
President Biden.
Act now.
Act now.
Act now.
Act now.
It's a genocide in Tigray, Ethiopia. There's a genocide in Tigray, Ethiopia. Hizbina, and that's what they. Kasi I just told them to look. Come on, the Palestine is in there. Kasan dawalna, dadafana al-Khayrina. Kasan dawalna. Allow humanitarian access to Tigray.
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 Humanitarian access to Tigray.
Allow humanitarian access to Tigray.
Allow humanitarian access to Tigray.
Allow humanitarian access to Tigray.
Justice for 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 Palestine.
Justice for Palestine.
Justice for Palestine.
Justice for Palestine.
Justice for Tigray.
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 Justice for Libya.
Justice for Libya.
Justice for Syria.
Justice for Syria.
Justice for Tigray.
Justice for Tigray.
We demand justice.
We demand justice.
We demand justice.
We demand justice.
USA.
USA.
We demand justice.
We demand justice.
USA.
USA.
We demand justice.
We demand justice.
We demand justice.
We demand justice.
USA.
USA. USA. Act now. Act now. USA. Act now. Act now. humanitarian access to Tigray.
We demand justice.
We demand justice. We demand justice.
Stop the genocide in Tigray.
Stop the genocide in Tigray. We demand justice. We demand justice. We demand justice. Tigrayan lives matter. Tigrayan lives matter. Tigrayan lives matter. We demand justice.
We demand justice.
We demand justice.
We demand justice.
Stop the war in Tigray.
Stop the war in Tigray.
We demand justice.
We demand justice.
We demand justice. Justice for Tigray.
Justice for Tigray.
Justice for Tigray.
Justice for Tigray.
Okay, we need people to go back. As American citizens, we have the right to speak up.
That's right.
We demand justice.
We demand justice.
We demand justice.
We demand justice.
There is a genocide in Tigray, Ethiopia.
There is a genocide in Tigray, Ethiopia.
There is a genocide in Tigray, Ethiopia. All right, hold on, everybody. Stop right here. I want to start by saying to everyone here, we are the most respectful. Everybody, be quiet, please.
This is a peaceful protest.
Hold on, everybody, be quiet. We've been protesting for 16 months. Where's the speaker? We've been protesting.
We come in peace. We come in peace. This is a peaceful protest. This is a peaceful protest. We're Tigrayan Americans. We come in peace.
There's a genocide happening in
We come in peace. This is a peaceful protest, everyone. This is a peaceful protest.
flyer, please. If you have a flyer, make sure I'll pass them around.
Okay, everybody, let's pay attention. Nobody talk to each other. Let's pay attention. We are here gathered. We are here gathered. We are Tigrayans. We are from North Tigray. We are from North Ethiopia, a region called Tigray. The Ethiopian government has been massacring our people. You've seen us. We came here over and over again. And there's absolutely no action being taken. Our people are being massacred. Just 3 days ago, they burned 13 people alive. The Ethiopian soldiers burned 13 of our people alive. And the United States is not acting. The world is not acting. We see what happened in Ukraine. In a matter of 10 days, the whole world is talking about Ukraine. Because they're Europeans. But African lives don't matter, I guess. That's what's happening. Because nobody give a damn. So we want to tell the United States it's time to take action. The UN said half the population. Keep in mind, we're 6 million people. And the UN said 3 million people would die in the next 2 months if action is not taken. What the hell are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? We want them to act right now. There's women being raped. There's women being raped. We are sick. We are sick of what's happening. This is sickening. The world absolutely don't give a damn. So we are here saying we demand justice. We are United States citizens, all of us. We demand justice.
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 Save Tigray.
Save Tigray.
Free Tigray.
Free Tigray.
Save Tigray.
Save Tigray.
Free Tigray.
Free Tigray.
Free Tigray from hunger.
Free Tigray from hunger.
Free Tigray from hunger.
Free Tigray from hunger.
Free Tigray from the rape.
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 Allow humanitarian access to Tigray.
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 USA.
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 Act now.
Act now.
Act now.
Act now.
Whether in Ukraine or Tigray, you need to act now.
Act now.
Act now.
Act now.
Act now.
Act now.
Allow humanitarian access to Tigray.
Allow humanitarian access to Tigray.
ترى لهم كي تأتي يلا بعد ما زعبه فري وعطينا على ما سلف نقبرنا بجاهم كان عطي كسب هالنجر يلا ايه عصيرو إذا رايب أبزا ميتينغ سنبركم تفرحوا سنبر من ستخونكم يا من تعصيب الله humanitarian access to Tigray. Allah humanitarian access to Tigray. Allah humanitarian access to Tigray.
We demand justice.
We demand justice.
Everybody that people has to hear, okay? We demand justice.
We demand justice.
We demand peace.
We demand peace.
We demand peace.
We demand peace.
That's not loud enough. We are Tigray.
We are Tigray.
We are Tigray.
We are Tigray.
We demand justice.
We demand justice.
We demand peace.
We demand peace.
Everybody in that building has to hear this. You have to be louder. I am Tigray.
I am Tigray.
I am Tigray.
I am Tigray.
I stand with Steve Young.
I stand with Tigray.
I demand justice.
I demand justice.
I demand peace.
I demand peace. I demand peace.
I demand peace.
I demand peace.
I demand peace.
I demand peace.
Abiy Ahmed. Abiy Ahmed. To the ICC. To the ICC. To the ICC. We want action.
We want action.
We want action.
We want action.
What do we want? What do we want? What do we want? What do we want?
No. No. No.
What do we want?
No.
We are Tigray.
We are Tigray. So we got these groceries that we went shopping for. These are regular groceries. And we want to tell the world, this is simply what we want to do. We want to send our families some food, but we cannot because there is a total blockade imposed by the Ethiopian and Eritrean government. And our people are starving to death because there is a man-made famine. A man-made famine. The food that you see here, we are here trying to beg you to help us send this to our people. Help us send this to our people. This food is what we want in Tigray. Simple food, and medicine, the basics. But the Ethiopian government has blocked us from accessing any of that. And the world is doing absolutely nothing about it. USA!
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 Act now!
Act now!
Act now!
Act now!
USA!
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 Act now!
Act now!
Act now!
Act now!
Act now!
Act now!
Act now! Allow humanitarian access to Tigray!
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 USA, what we are saying is, we want you to act like you're acting in Ukraine and Tigray. Ukraine has been 2 weeks, Tigray has been 16 months. Tigray is going through far worse situation. There is a rape in Tigray. There is absolutely no rape that's happening in Ukraine because of this war. There is a man-made famine. There is a man-made famine in Tigray.
Oh, you want an insight?
Even Russia, even a dictator, Russia did a ceasefire so they could get medicines into Ukraine. But our dictators are not doing that. And the United States don't give it. So what we want to say is, USA needs to act now. We are tired of voting. We are tired of protesting for 16 months, and there is absolutely no action. So we want to tell the United States, take action. USA!
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 Take action!
Take action!
Take action!
Take action!
USA!
USA!
Take action!
Take action!
Take action!
Take action!
USA!
USA!
Act now!
Act now!
Act now!
Act now! Act now!
Act now!
Act now!
Act now!
Act now!
Craziest part is we're not asking for money. You think we don't have food? We have the food. You think we don't have money? We have the money. We don't ask for troops. We're not asking for guns. We're not asking for military aid. We're not asking for money. We're asking for access. We have the food. We have money. We just need to get it to our people. That's all we're asking for. Access to our people. Being able to call our families. I don't know if they're alive. Imagine not knowing if your daughter was alive, if your mother was alive, starving to death. Bombs are being dropped on families in residential areas. All you hear are reports. 30 dead, 100 dead, 40 dead, no names. For over a year, 16 months. Today marks 500 days of this with no action being taken.
Shame.
U.S. U.S.
U.S.
U.S.
U.S.
Shame on you.
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 Everything I say, repeat back, shame on you. U.S.
Shame on you.
U.S.
Shame on you.
U.S.
Shame on you.
Allow humanitarian access to Tigray. Shame on you. Allow humanitarian access to Tigray.
Shame on you.
Allow humanitarian access to Tigray.
Shame on you.
Allow humanitarian access to Tigray.
Shame on you.
after ما غزل لهم تقاروا نعود تعاوسوا بليز لا تقول كامل سلام هاي فكر لهم عاد تعاوسوا after ما غزل لهم تقاروا نفس تطو هذا سب نمسك نسأل مثلا ربي ما يعيد مع التليفون الرسول مش هذا لنا هاي ما قد بروجرام السنة مش هذا نفو حسي نكره اللي لا ترتابا يلات we want them to hear us over and over again. We want them to know we are peaceful, but we are angry. Our people is dying. We are angry. Half of our population is about to get wiped out because the world is not acting. So everybody, loud.
So,
I want to hear everybody's
I know
voice.
you guys want to protect
My
the
voice
unity,
is not
but I
be louder
promise you
than
we're not going to be
all these
violent,
people,
and
you know?
not only educate
Louder, everyone, come on.
So it probably be like a little bit respectful
I
to have
understand,
them
sir.
from
That
the
has nothing to
inside.
do with me, partner.
Okay.
Okay, you want to talk to the...
Shame on you. 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 Dakota lives matter. 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 And the man-made permanent Tigray. And the man-made permanent Tigray. And the man-made permanent Tigray. Allow access to Tigray. Allow access to Tigray. Allow access to Tigray. We cannot follow Tigray. Tigray needs action. Tigray needs action like Ukraine. Tigray needs action like Ukraine.